Girl, I'm Confucius.
Great move by the official.
Welcome to Ring the Belle. This is DS.
Je m'appelle Paloma Star, the Sriracha Muchacha.
And we got a special guest that you've been all yapping about for the last 3-4 years.
A special treat.
The return of Eye Candy Elliott.
Au revoir.
You guys are very fluent in French.
So fluent. I can count to 10 and say my name. That's it.
And Paloma, you look very French. Like you look very Parisian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just got back from my Paris vacation. Thank you so much. And by Paris vacation, I mean DS's wardrobe.
And I had a croissant.
How have you been? It's been a while.
That's a big question.
Okay, that's a big question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How do I look?
You look great. I mean, there's a reason why we're here.
Yeah.
I mean, eye candy is not just a moniker.
So being Effie's boyfriend for a long time
Oh,
to
God,
now.
we're already going there. I told
right
you I
into
wasn't going to talk about that.
And now retired from pro wrestling.
That's the rumor.
And we brought him back. We did that. Ring the Bell did that.
You're welcome, everybody.
We'll see if the check clears, huh?
Alright, so we're gonna talk about Backlash in France. 2 women's matches.
Yeah.
First one was WWE Women's Championship.
Yes.
Bayley defending her title against Tiffany, the Tiffy time versus Glow. Naomi. Let's talk about the entrances, because I was gagging after gagging after gagging.
Seriously.
Wild.
Oh my
Wild.
gosh.
Okay, should we start from Tiffany?
Yes.
That gear, probably one of my favorite gears of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
So far.
It was so pretty. It was like iridescent pink with the gold.
Every time that I don't think that Tiffany could come up with a better gear, she does. But shout out to the seamstress, because I don't know what kind of magic they work, but they keep that in everything, all the bits. That's what I'm most impressed about. Is like, how do you keep everything so well put together? Not only like keep it in, but it looks so good, like effortlessly.
Oh, you're talking about boobies.
Yes, and boobies and all the bits, everything. It's small and in bigger places. So it's very impressive how it keeps covering everything.
I used to have the same problem.
Everybody go back and watch all the matches.
It's getting hot in here. I like DM'd the gear maker like right away because I want to talk to her, but she's not responding. But
Give me that contact.
yeah.
Right.
And then for the first time ever, crowd actually did the glow chant.
I know. They set the example. Now everybody knows how to do it.
Because that chant was baked into the theme song for a long time, but none of the Americans did
Got
that.
it.
Finally, French people held their hand up. They were pretty experienced in protesting. So they're like, glow.
That was amazing. It like literally gave me chills. They were so into it. I could tell how much fun Naomi was having. It worked out so well.
Yeah.
Her gear was absolutely amazing. The little cutouts on it, the cute little pink end was adorable.
Yeah,
I thought
so
that was so
cute.
cute. But I think this is one of my favorite Naomi looks for sure.
That entrance gave me chills.
Let's talk about the queen, the role model.
Role model.
Yeah.
I f***ing hate that song. I f***ing hate that song.
I was actually going to say how much I miss Naomi's old theme, which I still...
Which
It's
one?
on my gym playlist.
But I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm getting hyped up just thinking about it.
What did you think of Bailey's theme song?
It's whatever. It's fine. But it's Bailey. So it's okay. She can do no wrong.
I thought you meant like,
No,
like that.
You remember
Okay.
4 or 5 years ago, my number one was Bailey.
Who's your favorite?
Sasha Banks, Bailey,
Okay.
and it's still Bailey. 5 years later, right after WrestleMania, that's actually the real reason I'm back.
Thank you, Bailey.
That AI voice role model like
Oh my
kills
gosh.
me. Kills me.
I don't understand it.
And now she's like a full-on Egyptian gimmick. And I'm like,
Again.
you're not even Egyptian.
Again, remember when she first turned heel and she was like trying to do her whole Egyptian gimmick?
She's Mexican.
No.
Love her love for Egyptian, but that AI voice needs to go.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about the match. Let's talk about the match. What stood out to you?
Tiffany.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of all time. What a superstar.
Definitely.
Can I tell you guys the coolest move in wrestling? The worst one to receive is the Alabama Slam.
Yes.
Oh,
And
really?
Tiffany has brought it back.
Yeah. Screw that move. I refuse to take that move.
Tiffany can hit me with the Alabama Slam.
Wait, what?
No
Why
one
is it? What
Because
is it?
it's terrible. It's like you can't control it. There goes my hat. Now you have to wear it. It's terrible. Like it hurts so bad. You have like no control of it. Like you're literally just getting like
You
just slammed.
Get your head slammed.
Like there's no way. Everyone's like tuck your chin, yes, but there's really like that's the one bump that's like so hard to tuck your chin.
Really?
I'll do it to you after this.
In my bed? We need a video of this.
But it's a cool looking move.
It really is. And when she did that on the announcer table, turntables to both of them, and then she does that cartwheel before it. I love how the Naomi and did a cartwheel together for a couple times until doing that. That was so cute. Tiffany, I can't believe she's like new to main roster because she just fits in right there. Honestly, like she was the highlight of this match.
For sure. Especially being in there with two very experienced women there was very impressive. She held her own. She stood out in the best way possible. Like you could never tell that she was like wrestling for what? Like how long has she been wrestling for? Like 2 years? Right. 3 years? Less than 5 for sure. Like without a doubt, she is definitely a star. But also gave the other two women the best like help when they needed to. Like she was a good base. She was there for everything. She definitely shined through and through for sure. That's not a wrestling fan could watch this and point out that Tiffany hasn't been wrestling that long.
Yeah. Right.
Can I say something? You guys promise you won't be mad at me?
Okay.
So my like natural reflex towards Tiffany is to not like her. Right? She's like the perfect thing WWE's been looking for like 10 years.
Yes.
Beautiful, blonde, everything. Yeah. Right? She looks like she was made in a lab.
She really does.
She does.
Yeah, for real.
But then you watch her and you're just like, she's the one. Yeah. She's the best.
I love that.
If she's already performing at this level, I can't imagine in like next couple of years. It is Tiffy time, I agree.
It is.
I also love seeing Naomi in the ring. She just feels so happy to be there.
Oh, you can tell she's happy.
Her twerking her ass on the apron
was great.
It was great. And have you been following the Zoe Stark feud with ass in general? Asses in wrestling? No. Zoe's been like losing her shit about all these ass moves in wrestling lately. She's gonna have a fit somewhere in the catering.
Oh, I'm glad she's not in NXT anymore because everybody in NXT,
it's
Lola Vi's ass, Jada Parker ass.
Every time you wrestle your friends, I feel like not only you hit them harder, but it always ends up being like smoother and like better. And you could tell she was having a good time wrestling Bayley because they're such good friends for sure. But she definitely feel like she's got into the flow of things. Like she's now way more comfortable. You could tell she's loving it, and I'm so happy that the crowd is like giving that to her because I think she definitely feeds off of that. And that crowd in France was insane. I would love to perform in a crowd like that. They were on the full time. They gave their attention to everybody, but I'm so glad especially that they gave Naomi her glowing flowers.
What was that chant though?
Let's talk about that.
You're the French scholar. Take your beret back.
And Bayley kicked out.
The chant they keep doing throughout the whole match is like simplement tout, which means simply two count, I guess. Simply two. That's why they're doing it every time it was 2 count. Our French Ring the Belle family sent it to me. So this commentator is famous for saying that every time there's 2 count. In a very distinct way. I'll play the video.
Il n'y aura pas 3, mais simplement 2.
I don't know, like after like 15 times they did it, I'm like, I'm over it.
What were they singing during? Especially the triple threat.
Oh, they were singing Bayley songs.
Well, yeah. Did they sing it in French as well? Is that what was going on? Because like right during the final, there's the final pin, like they were in the middle of singing, and the match was just over.
It was interesting because the crowd was like so loud, but kind of
disjointed.
Yeah, it's like they were having their own fun in a way.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know if I love this or like, I mean, I did love it.
For some of the matches.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, it kind of took away from the triple threat. They had to get that out of their systems early on in the show.
Yeah. Let's talk about Bayley. Let's talk about your favorite Bayley.
What's to say? She won. It's nice.
Bayley is a 4 horsewoman and veteran for a reason.
Your turn to work.
Yeah.
My head is too big. Bayley is a veteran and 4 horsewoman for a reason. Like she makes this match work. Like she was there. She was the glue. This is maybe because she's so nice. But she sometimes is so dedicated in making everyone else look good that she sometimes is very much in the background. Even in this program, she's a champion. She doesn't feel like the champion coming into this match. And even just the way that WWE presented her throughout this feud since winning WrestleMania, WWE is not booking her like the main attraction.
I mean, she wasn't even on the WrestleMania poster.
Not even in the poster. And she just is in a commentary, backstage segments. She's not like really coming across as like this big star that we need her to be.
I think for me, what was really selling it was Bayley chasing the title. And now that she has the title, we're like, oh, this is awesome. But it kind of like, what now? I feel like Bayley does a really good job of being an underdog, even when she is a heel even. And now that she has it, it's like, oh, okay, what now? But I do think that Bayley is she's so good that she doesn't have to get her shit in. Like in wrestling, you always want to get your shit in. But also like Bayley knows what she can do and she does it really well. But I think she's at the level now where she's like, okay, let me help everybody else out. But almost, I see your point though. It's almost like too detrimental.
She's fulfilling a role perfectly. Not everybody gets to be the superstar. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be, and that's okay.
So true.
The thing is, she was a superstar when she was a heel. Remember when she first turned heel and we hated it?
We sure did.
But then she really started shining as a heel character. She had so much fun. The Ding Dong character was awesome. She was so fun, but then she lost all of that fun character when she became a babyface.
Yeah.
I can kind of relate. I definitely love being
I
heel.
can also relate.
Yeah, 100%. And I 1000% feel the most confident, most like I know what I'm doing when I'm a heel. And when I did that switch, especially when like in War, Ohio, it is literally took me a while to find my footing again. Especially because in the ring, when like the in between the moves, I would immediately fall back to my heel stuff. But I'm just like, oh geez. Even
you
like
have to look around. Come on.
Exactly. I feel like Maddie. Come on.
Yeah. All right.
It's really hard to transition from going to doing something that you're really good at, that you love, that you're comfortable with, and you could tell that was her in like damage control. To now being a face, you're just like, yay,
you lose the like edge.
Yes,
like,
for 100%.
Almost every single time.
Yeah, so I can kind of relate to that.
And also, whoever booked me as a baby face from 2017 to 2020, my name was Eye Candy.
Like, come on.
Like, how am I gonna do that? Yay, Eye Candy.
No.
I mean, in Boys Town, you can just
Sure.
gyrate a little bit. They will never hate you. We'll see. Hopefully she'll warm up to it soon. She has this thing going on with Bianca right now, with Bianca still being mad about damage control.
Yeah.
But then I really don't want them to fight ever again for like next 3 years. So we'll see how it goes. So the finish, Tiffany was setting up this double moonsault, but then they hate her so much that they escaped and hit a
damn 3D.
Yeah. Or the 1D, I think is what they called it.
Oh, sure.
I thought it was so random too, right? Out of nowhere, I'm like, why is there random 3D? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Was it like Uso?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, men's wrestling.
I liked that finishing sequence.
Same.
The seeing a properly hit 3D out of nowhere is like so cool. So cool. It was one of my favorite things to randomly do on like indie shows back in the day. Just random 3D.
Not gonna lie, the timing of that move is low key hard.
Yeah.
Like I actually was gonna do that move in the play that I was in Lucha Tales, but we could not get the timing down, so we just ended up doing something else because it's a really cool move. It's simple, but it's also super hard to hit with the timing.
Oh, and then they were doing like just roll-ups, and then it's just kind of finished.
Yeah, I do like the randomness of it. Also, triple threats, as you know, are always kind of like hard to maneuver and book around. But I think this was fine. I don't think every match has to have, oh my gosh, what a crazy finish. This was good and fine. It wasn't like great. It wasn't terrible. It was sufficient.
It's sufficient.
It's sufficient.
It's sufficient.
The reasoning behind it was so transparent. They don't want Tiffany to take the pin. They want Naomi to take the pin, but they don't want Naomi to look weak.
And now you're thinking like a booker.
Yeah, but that was too transparent. It's like, and then Bayley ends up looking like just Bayley. Like, I don't know. Like, overall, I think it just did the job. And the match was entertaining triple threat.
Oh, it was a good match.
Yeah, I think so.
So obviously this month, the biggest news was Rhea Ripley vacating her title right after a big WrestleMania championship defense, and it happened during a push to a wall of all things, not even the flying chair. This is really a testament that accidents can happen anytime, anywhere, unexpectedly. Like this, the most unfortunate timing. We gotta hear Liv Morgan saying, watch me for 3-4 months. And that's why I want to introduce you to today's sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, the 21st century law firm that's changing the game when it comes to injury claims. So when an injury happens, a million things might go through your head, and contacting a lawyer might sound scary, complicated, and even unnecessary. But let me tell you, it's a must. In an unfortunate event of, say, a car accident, your first move should be calling a personal injury attorney, and no need to worry about money. With Morgan & Morgan, it won't cost you a dime unless they win your case. Also, it's super easy. With Morgan & Morgan, you can submit a claim in just 8 clicks or less. Just you and your phone and 8 simple clicks. Morgan & Morgan modernized the injury law process. You can submit all the case details, sign contracts, upload documents, and even share your medical records with just a few swipes. And you can text your attorney and legal team throughout your case. So remember, for unexpected events, Morgan & Morgan, with lawyers in all 50 states and over 900 lawyers, will be there for you to fight tooth and nail to get you the compensation you rightly deserve with 8 clicks or less. You can submit a claim at www.forthepeople.com/ringthebell or by dialing #law. That's #529 on your phone. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan.
Let's move to the second match. It is the Women's Tag Team Championship Championship, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. The looks were serving.
So good.
Oh my god.
So good. I love the little circles that Kairi was doing.
Oh yeah.
Now let's talk about Jade and Bianca. The matching red gear, superstars. They're my god.
Like literal superheroes.
Insane.
Yeah.
It's like overwhelming looking at them.
I can't even. Like how?
And Bianca made her outfit.
Did she really?
She did. Isn't that crazy that Bianca is really improving in all fronts? Including as a seamstress. Tailoring, like as a designer, as a seamstress. She's
while being on the road.
Before she had like her gimmick, like the lips and stuff, ESTs. It looked kind of gimmicky, but it kind of worked. Totally. But now it's like a whole elevated like fashion look. Yeah. She will win RuPaul's Drag Race.
She really would. Give her some design challenges. She got this.
She got the challenge,
I will also say during my 4 or 5 years away, Jade became my real number one. Oh, without a doubt. That's the best wrestler I've ever looked at. She's perfect.
Yeah,
she's perfect.
She's a superstar. Yeah,
like jaw dropping, like $1 million.
And can I say another thing? You guys promise you won't be mad at me.
Okay.
Let's see. When I originally saw Jade and Bianca paired together, I was like completely opposed. Because I just want... Jade is my favorite. I just want to see Jade on her own, spotlight on her, 24 hours of Jade TV. That's all I want.
You're watch number 1 subscriber, right?
For sure. And I just, for a second I was like, but this is going to take away from this iconic superstar.
Right.
But it works. And it's cool.
I think so.
Very
We all know I cannot wait till the turn happens.
Yeah. Who do you think will turn?
Jade.
Right.
Gotta be Jade.
It gotta be Jade.
Gotta be Jade.
I think there's also practical reason for pairing, and I think that kind of showed in this match. It helps for Jade to be in a tag division for a little bit until she gets comfortable. I mean, it takes time to get used to a certain program, Well, let's talk about this match. I loved Bianca and Jade's tag moves.
So good.
Yeah. I mean, they practiced that shit down, and that DDT to the wheelbarrow, that was a really cute move. Yeah.
I love they have a new little pose now. The little Wakanda forever.
Yeah. That was cute.
Yeah,
it's precious.
So cute.
Yeah.
The breakup is gonna be awesome.
I know they just started, but I cannot wait for the turn. This was a way longer match than I thought they were gonna have.
Yeah, for
by
real.
far, which is great because at first I'm like, okay, keep it simple because it has to be simple for everybody. It worked. It was still hard hitting, but then they kept on going. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm here for it.
Right. Which is a good change because WrestleMania, that match was really short, and everyone was like, okay, they're just trying to protect Jade. Yeah. This is the first PLE match that Jade got to actually do more and show us in the ring.
There's a microscope on Jade especially, and I think it's so unfair.
Yeah.
I think it's so unfair. And I've been watching her for years now, right? But the expectation is so high, probably because she's hyped up to be this special, and she looks so special, and everyone is just let's see what she can do.
Literally.
Literally like that. For sure.
And she kills it.
Yeah.
She kills it every time. But anytime there's a small there's a hesitation or
the goalpost is moved. If it was anybody else, it would be oh, this is great. But because it's Jade and seen under such a microscope, they moved the goalpost for her, which is totally not fair. She's still amazing. Even Kairi Sane, and I mean, literally anybody that steps into the ring, no matter how long you've been working in it, you will have a slip up, a mess up, a miscommunication, anything like that. So the fact that Jade is this level now is impressive.
Speaking of missteps and ups, there was that one glaring spot that really was a boner killer.
That's
in
what
this
I was
match.
talking about.
So there was a point the referee was like, Kairi, you're not the legal person. And Kairi was like, gay?
I even had to rewind it. I'm like, wait, because I almost thought it was a spot that was kind of planned that way. I'm like, oh, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No, definitely not. She was just shit.
Yeah. I kind of did like that she went to the armbar to kind of okay, well, I know I'm not legal, but let me cause some more damage while I try to figure out what's going on.
So
because if you're lost, grab a hold.
So because of that thing, Kairi had to go out and tag Asuka in, who was legal person anyway, which confused the fan even more. And then they did a whole just improvised spot to tag Kairi back in so she can get back into that submission spot, which was really cool.
Yeah,
but okay, people are pissed at the referee for that. Yeah, some people are blaming Kairi for that. Asuka just walking on after tagging in casually. What do you think about this whole spot?
It's unfortunate. just unfortunate.
It happens. I mean, you can't blame the ref. They were literally just doing their job. And I'm sure they were being screamed at in their ear to do that, to say that. So, I mean, it's not his fault. And miscommunications like that happen, unfortunately, whenever it's like in a big PLE, like it's all like blown over proportion. But it happens. They got it back. It was awkward. It was weird. But really what matters is that they got it back. This is why I love Lucha Libre. I was about to say, I know, without a doubt, that you can relate the amount of times the galley, like, there's absolutely no tag. No tag.
Refs not even looking.
No, not at all. There's no such thing as tags. You can come in and out. It doesn't matter who's legal.
That's the thing. A lot of the tag matches, a lot of times people don't even realize who's tagged in, and we just go with it. So should he been just letting it go? What do you think?
No one would have noticed.
There would have been those like marks of like, actually, and I'm pulling up.
Actually.
Yeah. So those people would have noticed. But I think really the ref was just like doing his job.
It didn't really expose anything. No. It was just like, oh, you're not legal. It's just awkward.
Yeah.
She didn't like miss a strike or like, you know.
I think that what made it a little bit more awkward was the commentators were like, oh, I'm surprised since they're world tag team champions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
After that, I started really looking at who's the legal person. Later in the match, they f***ed up again. Now that I saw this, I feel like I'm going to be watching it, all the tag matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm like, I never was aware like who's actually legal person or not. It happened when it was like really hitting up.
Yeah.
So it kind of like killed it for a second. But I think it's fine.
They got it back. I did love that every time Asuka would hit something, she would just like yell and scream for no reason.
Right.
Just like,
love it, yeah.
I loved it so much. And also when I was kind of worried on how they were going to get their heat in because they would need to be a cutoff. But how are these like two adorable little Joshis going to go up these like big, badass, amazing super women?
Right.
But then they worked out really well. Even visually wise, how are they going to like take advantage of them? But they worked out great. Yeah. I love when Kairi like did something. She's like, I'm so strong. I know. It was so cute. Like small stuff like that like helps out with it.
Bianca and Jade, who are like the EST, the most abs I've ever seen in WWE.
Like, from regardless of gender, like come on now.
But then we know that match is supposed to have like a hot tag to Jade. Yeah. By the way, Jade with that crossbody, springboard crossbody. Oh my! It was great. But anyway, I think Bianca, her selling needs to be praised a little bit because her selling kind of makes that work.
Agreed.
Jade's hot tag work. So props to you, Bianca, for that.
I don't think I've seen Jade sell too much, but I also see why she doesn't necessarily have to. But I kind of want to see her sell. But I also see why she doesn't.
She sold a little bit here. That was kind of like, that just feels weird. Yeah.
You guys want to talk about the incredible finish to the match?
Oh,
yes.
Up, down, to the left, to the right, behind.
Yeah.
Flip.
Yeah.
Slam. I want to see that happen for like 5 minutes straight. It's like a Rube Goldberg machine, just all these different directions.
Yeah. I want just like a whole playlist of Jade Cargill doing this to Zelina, Kairi, Alexa Bliss, just
How long can she go?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Awesome.
Whatever happened before, I don't even care anymore at that point because like, oh my god, that Jade was so good.
And a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, it's so easy. Of course they get to throw them around. They're like 90 pounds, but I don't think a lot of people realize how much effort the flyer still needs to help out the base. Like, yes, of course, it's easy for like Jade to throw Kairi around and all that stuff, but also like they're doing their own part.
So that ending was beautiful, and then Bianca Belair came in with the KOD on Asuka to pick up point. I'm glad that people all knew who the legal person was at that point. I was confused. I was like, wait, Bianca? What? Yeah. But we got the new women's tag team champions.
That's cool.
I love it.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
The breakup's gonna be awesome.
I also think that the tag champions can go anywhere they want.
Sure.
I think WWE wanted both Bianca and Jade to be on both shows because they're the superstars. They want to be represented everywhere.
Right.
I kind of sometimes feel that like the Kabuki Warriors are always seen as a tag team transitional champions, unfortunately though. Yeah. Also, they're like really good, so like if you want somebody to have a good match, putting them in with them too, it works great. Like if you want to have a good tag match, if at the end of the day just put the titles on the Kabuki Warriors, it'll be fine. Well, which is why I feel like it'll feel a little transitional, but
I think like 5 years from now, my next appearance on the show, we're gonna look back at the Kabuki Warriors and their time in the tag division. We're not gonna say like transitional. Instead, we're gonna be like, oh, they were like the tag division.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I look at the titles and that's who I think of.
Yeah.
That's true. Because they are are the real tag teams.
They really are. They're like one of the few ones like make sense. They're not just like randomly put together and they're like music weirdly like dubbed into each other. It doesn't make sense.
They really made Kabuki Warriors lose on the first week of AAPI month.
How dare you?
How dare you? WWE canceled. And then the thing I'm a little worried about is that I don't see Jade and Bianca losing this title until someone turns them against each other.
Yeah, that's exactly what's
And there
happen.
are so many tag teams in WWE right now. There's so many. I'm curious how long this is gonna go for.
10 years.
I'm gonna say to SummerSlam.
Okay. Wow, that's a long time. That is a long time.
That's 2 months, Dia.
What is Katana and Kaden gonna do? Just suck their fingers for?
They're just gonna like sign each other's shoulders.
Act like they're partying.
They're gonna lose to Bianca and Jade for a little bit.
More tiny girls for them to like play around
for sure.
with. Imagine the
Wait.
move that's gonna happen.
Wait, I see the vision. I love that.
Yeah. With
Both of them together. Great idea. I love that. I love that for them. You guys both said that Jade's gonna turn heel,
Yes.
but Bianca's showing like understandable but some heel tendencies. She's still so pissed off at Bayley. I think they're trying to make it like little more mysterious who will be the one turning heel. But I just honestly I don't see Bianca turning heel.
No.
She's like a John Cena.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's
for
okay.
Sure. Even though also EST is also a very heel gimmick, kind
It
of
is.
like Eye Candy is, but you also like Bianca just like exudes like face, like
Right.
it's her smile. Honestly, it's her smile. If you have a good smile, you're a face automatically.
There's something relatable about her, even though I can never be her.
Yeah, right.
Like you can understand.
Super relatable. And she seems cool to hang out with.
That too. Yeah.
She does.
So
Would she hang out with me? I don't know.
we also have Queen of the Ring coming up.
I cannot wait.
Quick prediction.
Oh, no, I can't. Go. You first.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yeah, it's Tiffy time.
I want to see Chelsea as a.
Oh my god.
you know, I-
that'd be okay.
We had Zelina have that queen
For sure.
gimmick.
King and Queen of the Ring have been different over the years. Sometimes they
100%.
go
That's
straight
exactly-
into like
yeah.
the royalty shtick,
Oh.
and sometimes it's like Brock Lesnar won in 2002, and it was his like launching point.
Got it.
Same with Stone Cold. Like
Right,
that was
exactly.
like the iconic 316 promo right afterwards. Because back in the day, like you knew if you won King of the Ring, like that's it. It's almost like winning the Rumble now. Like I feel like that's like, oh, whoever wins Kings of the Ring is the next person for
Okay.
sure. But you're 100% right.
Sometimes they take the shtick, sometimes they put on the crown, and then they don't do anything special.
Okay.
And sometimes it's like that's their moment.
I kind of hope that goes back to like this is their launching pad
Right.
for
Got
sure.
it, got it.
Also, but if they're gonna do the shtick, Chelsea Green would
Chelsea
absolutely
Green.
kill that. Oh man.
Well, that is it for our Backlash review. Hope you really liked it. Eye Candy Elliott, where can we all find you?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, where can we catch you?
I'm nowhere. I don't even exist anymore.
This is a figment of our imagination.
I'm not even here. I'm AI.
Are you doing social media anymore?
Barely.
Barely.
I'm not online. You can find me somehow. We'll slip some riddles in here.
We'll just drag you back on Ring the Belle.
I would,
Yeah.
low key, literally, when Cody used to go to work at like 5 a.m, would literally see you walking down the street like at 4 a.m, catching you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You can find him in the corner of Chicago.
Somewhere over
Walking
here.
around. Hold on, where can we find you?
You can find me at Pullamastar on Instagram and Twitter. I still say Twitter. I don't care. And DS, where can we find you at?
You can find me at DShin on Instagram and Ring the Belle DS on Twitter. I'll see you next time. Bye.